Hey guys, it's Janixa and welcome to another nail lacquer therapy session. Today we are going to be looking at the new Sinful Colors Candy Wonderland collections. Now, they did something a little bit different. They released 4 different collections at the same time. Each of them has 5 polishes. So we have the Sugar Magic collection, which is a textured collection. So they're meant to dry down like, sugar on candy, kind of rough like that. Then we have the Frosting Fantasy collection, and that one is sheer matte finishes with a glazed effect. Next up we have Confection Crush, and this one is a velvet matte finish with very rich pigment. And last but not least, we have the Candy Rush line, and this is from their Quick Bliss formula. So their version of quick drying polish. These polishes are really gorgeous. There's a lot to get through, so I don't want to babble too much here in the intro. So let's just go ahead and get started with the swatches. Okay, we're going to start these live swatches out with the Sugar Magic collection, and they are described as opaque pastels with a gumdrop-like finish. This first one here is called Sweet Cherry Drop. I want to give you guys a reminder, these do dry down textured. They are very similar to the Zoya Pixie Dust formula. They do dry down to look like sugar, hence why the collection is called Sugar Magic. I absolutely love textured polishes. Oh gosh, I cannot speak today. I am all tongue-tied. I love textured polishes. They're so much fun. They're so easy to do. You don't need top coat. You just paint them and go. Next up, we have Watermelon Obsessed, and I do want to mention that on the bottom of these polishes, it says avoid mouth contact, and that always makes me laugh. This isn't the first time Sinful Colors does this. They do it all the time, and honestly, it's just hilarious to me. This one here, I think, doesn't look all that flattering on me because it looks pretty close to my skin color, even though there is a little bit of pink in there, but it is still a gorgeous color, great formula. These were very, very easy to apply. That wide flat brush really helps application. Next up we have It's So Grape, and this is an interesting one. It's like a grayish, purplish, again, great formula. That paddle brush, I am so glad to see that Sinful Colors changed to this paddle brush because it makes applying their polishes so much easier. And honestly, when a brand that sells their polishes for $2 like Sinful Colors does can change their brushes, there's no reason why any of the other big boys can't change their brushes either. Next up we have Orange Slice, and I just realized that Sinful Colors is describing these as pastels. I wouldn't really consider them to be pastels. I mean, maybe the green one, I don't know, but to me, they're not really screaming pastel, and that's okay because pastels are not my favorite colors ever. I do prefer summer and fall colors, even winter ones too, over pastels, so I am totally okay with this. Again, this one matches my skin tone a bit and probably not very flattering. Next one we have is Sour Melon Crush. I love this one. I love the name. Formula is amazing. It does dry down to a textured matte finish. This is the last shade in the Sugar Magic collection. And then we're going to be moving over to one of the other 3 that are left. I feel like this shade is perfect for the summertime. Any of these shades are perfect for the summertime, really. And I love that candy feel for the holidays. All right, now we're moving on to the other collection called Candy Brush. This one is described as glossy hues in the Quick Bliss formula. This shade that we're looking at now is called Candy Coated Mint. I have to be honest here, you guys, these were not my favorite. The formula is very streaky and patchy. I needed 3 to 4 coats for a lot of these to reach opacity, and even then I still had dark spots on my nails. So I honestly cannot recommend this Quick Bliss formula. So if you are interested in any of these 20 that I am showing you here today, I would advise to avoid these 5 that I'm about to talk about now. Next up we have Royal Cake Pop. This one was probably the only one out of the 5 Quick Bliss polishes that had a good formula. It covered for me in just 2 coats. It isn't something, crazy unique. So like I said, not something that you really need to go run out and buy. You probably already have something like it in your collection, but it does have a good formula, and it did give me full opacity in just those 2 coats. Next up we have Candied Grapefruit, and oi, you guys, this one gave me a headache. It was just so streaky. I was so disappointed in these, and they are the only ones out of all the 20 that Sinful Colors has released. They are the only ones that have the skinny brush. Everything else does have the wide flat brush. I'm not sure why they're keeping this Quick Bliss formula polishes with skinny brushes. They might actually benefit from that wider brush since they are so streaky. But I mean, look, you can see here I keep applying, and every time I swipe the brush ever so lightly, because I was going so light, it would still show a dark spot at the bottom. So I just can't recommend. Next up we have Sugar Plum Sucker. This color is a beautiful color. It did give me full opacity in just 2 coats, but I did have to be very careful not to push down hard with my brush. Otherwise, I would have created some streaks and dark spots. I still honestly would not recommend any of these. We as polish collectors probably have a lot of colors in our collection that are similar to this one and the other, so I would still just steer clear. And last but not least, in the Candy Crush Quick Bliss formula, we have the Green Apple Craze. I do love the names that Sinful Colors have given all of these polishes. They're so fun. Obviously candy theme. They did really good here, curating this entire collection into 4, mini collections within the big one. So I really do like what they did here. Again, not the best formula in the world. Yeah, I can't, tell you that this is great and you need to go run out and buy it, because it's not. So, yeah, don't. No, obviously, if you like it, go ahead and buy it, but you might have to play around with the formula a bit. Now we are moving on to the Frosting Fantasy Collection, and these are sheer matte finishes with a glazed effect. I love these, even though I'm not a huge fan of sheer polishes, and they're very sheer, as you can see in that first coat there. I love these. The formula was amazing, and they do have a little bit of shimmer running throughout, and because of that, it actually covers your nail line pretty well. See, that second coat gave me pretty good opacity, so huge fan of these. Next up we have Petals in pink, and it's beautiful. They're all beautiful. I really, really do recommend these, especially if you like sheer jelly polishes. This will be right up your alley. They are beautiful. They do give enough opacity so they're not completely, see-through on your nails. They do give nice coverage, even though it's, really technically not meant to give a ton of coverage. Next up we have Ice Petite 4, I think that's right. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I only did 2 coats of each of these polishes because since they are sheer polishes, they are meant to be, you know, not fully opaque. So I wasn't trying to build them up to full opacity. But again, you can see they do cover the nail line really, really well. And they do dry to a matte finish, which you can appreciate more in the swatch photos. Next up, we have Frosted Sugar Cookie. And I want to know from you guys, what do you think about matte finishes? Do you like them? Do you prefer for brands to just make everything glossy and then you can add a matte top coat to it if you'd like? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on matte polishes. For me, I actually really like them. Even though they don't last very long, I really enjoy matte finishes. And last but not least in the Frosting Fantasy Collection, this one is called Icing on the Cake. This one honestly is my least favorite from this little bundle. It just kind of makes my nails look a little stained. It's like this pinky color. I honestly don't even know how to describe it, but it's not my favorite. I don't think it adds anything to my nails. Next up, we're going to be looking at the Confection Crush collection, which is velvet matte finish polishes that deliver rich pigment. And oh my god, yes, this one is called Blueberry Macaron. These are stunning, absolutely stunning. If you can only pick up, you know, one of these mini collections, I would go with this one. They dry down to that beautiful velvet finish, and oh my goodness, I was in love with each one after swatching. Next up, we have Strawberry Cheesecake, and first of all, that name, oh my god, I love cheesecake. Second of all, this color is perfect, absolutely perfect for Christmas. Look at how beautiful, and look at the great coverage in just one coat. As you can see when I come back here, you can see a little bit of the matte finish there. It just is absolutely beautiful. These colors are so easy to apply. The formula is amazing. Next up, we have Raspberries and Cream, and this is another gorgeous polish. I do want to remind you guys that these polishes are only available at Target, and as of me filming this video, which is November 19th, they are not on their website. I'm not sure if they're going to be on their website, but I did find them in stores on an end cap, so always look at the ends of the aisles and see if you can find them there. Next up, we have Rosewater Delight, and this one is such a soft color. It's like a barely there color. It is stunning. I cannot stop, you know, just gushing over these because they're so good. Sinful Colors really did amazing with these polishes. And again, they're only like $2, so absolutely zero complaints here. And last but not least, and of course it's not least because it is a stunning color, we have Pistachio Praline. Oh my goodness, you guys. I immediately had to put these on my nails once I finished swatching them because they were just so beautiful and I cannot stop staring at my nails. I'm sure we all have those moments where we cannot stop moving our fingers because the polishes are so gorgeous. There you have it, you guys. Swatches of the new Sinful Colors Candy Wonderland collections. Now, something important to note is these collections are only available at Target. They are all 20 Target exclusives. So only available at Target, and as of me filming this video, it's still not on their website. So I did find these in store. I purchased them in store, and yeah, I think that's it. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this collection and if you're going to be picking any of them up. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!